There's a couple things I'm good at and there's a couple things I really suck at, and one of them is just trying to convert my time into money. And if I'm doing Ableton for like 4 to 6 hours a day, I should be paying myself. I'm gonna make my music, but at the same time, I'm gonna offer people tips, and I'm also gonna throw out drum kits for free. Free drum kit and a free mixing guide for anyone who joins my live stream. The way I hope to make money is I'm going to do an advanced version of these packages, which is a paid thing, which will probably be like $20 mixing guide, $20 beat kit. The mixing guide will just be like a full comprehensive how to mix a song from start to finish, what to look out for, because I feel like if you go to school, there's a lot of things that you won't be taught, that if I'm self-taught, I can tell you what to avoid. If I give valuable information for free, maybe people will be inclined enough to pay for a version that actually gives them the value they need. That is the hope. It went well. It felt good. I was a big jokester, bro. I was a big clown. I didn't get much done. I was on there for 57 minutes. I got almost nothing done. I was too worried about, how the music sounded, what the chat was saying. I was just kind of nervous. And so I hope the next few lives go better, but I just want to get it rolling. So tune into that. My TikTok is linked in the description.
Without the courage to move on, I feel like I'm glued on. It's all really vivid right now. You're looking super HD, my little ADHD. Creep back in when I'm getting no sleep, baby.
Not only am I going to re-record that, I'm going to rewrite that. I'm going to switch the way I say some of that stuff in the hook. But I actually love how I recorded this verse.
Look what they did to me. Look what I had to do. I know it was all of a sudden.
So that's really smooth. I love that. But we got to redo this hook. Let's mute the hook now, because what I want to do is add some craziness to this beat, I think.
Yeah.
But what kind of craziness is the question? It's just got to be tasteful. Let's see.
Yeah.
I've been really messing with these MPEs, these stock MPEs Ableton's got.
Without the courage to move. Without the courage to move.
I need this to stick out so I can hear it.
Without the courage to move on, I feel like I'm without the courage to move on, I feel like I'm glued on. It's all really vivid right now. You're looking super HD, my little ADHD. Creep back in when I'm getting no sleep, baby. It's like your nightlife, it always kept me awake. I miss the shiny bright lights that you left in my way. Feel like I've been running, just let me tell you something. I think you're all that I need, and I got nothing to fake.
Yeah, why not? Let it fly.
Life, it always kept me awake. I miss the shiny bright lights that you left in my way. Feel like I've been running, just let me tell you something. I think you're all that I need, and I got nothing to fake.
It's funny because this sounds not that bad. I said it sounded bad, but it doesn't sound that bad because I've dialed in my vocal chain lately. Been working on the vocal chain, so it sounds okay.
Without the courage,
but I'm gonna re-record it.
Without the courage to move on, I feel like I'm glued on. It's all really vivid right now. You're looking super HD, my little ADHD. Creep back in when I'm getting no sleep, baby.
Still want to make this sound cooler for sure. Let's turn off the vocals. There's got to be some sort of attack function that just on the general envelope. Is that it? Maybe. See how much cooler the thing about the stock plugin, the stock the thing about the stock sounds is they're meant to give you a general idea, the most basic understanding of what the sound can do. And you're supposed to, when you hear, for example, like when you hear a sound such as this basic 808, that does not sound a fraction as dope and wavy as any of the bass sounds on Splice, or a lot of the bass sounds, I should say. There's a lot of dookie. I should say there's a lot of crap. But These stock sounds, they don't sound as good. But what it's not supposed to. It's supposed to give you a base idea that you can build off. They're actually super solid. And so you take these sounds and you add to them. The envelopes and the filters and all the knobs are set at either 0 or in the least interesting, least dynamic way so that you can make your own modifications. And I think everyone should get that straight, especially if you're, I guess, starting out and you're like, God, all these stock sounds are terrible. I've been using stock sounds for the last 5 or 6 beats. Some of the most incredible beats I've made. Just because I'm like fully experienced. I barely use the splice sounds. I don't use the splice pads. I don't use splice 808s that often. I'm just going and using stock stuff, you know? Man, you can go a long way if you know what you're doing with the plugins. That being said, I do want to make this cooler. Let's see. I checked my bass drum, right? That's what I changed. Guess we didn't check it. Oh, I shouldn't be misleading. These are doing nothing. Just delete these. We need like some sort of advancing pattern on top of this too. Something.
Without the courage to move on, I feel like I'm glued on. It's all really vivid right now. You're looking super HD, my little ADHD. Creep back in when I'm getting no sleep, baby. It's like your nightlife, it always kept me awake. I miss the shiny bright lights that you left in my way. You feel like I've been running, just let me tell you something. I think you're all that I need, and I got nothing to bet. Without the courage to move on.
Vocally, it's almost there. I'm gonna modify it and re-record it. Some of these vocals are great. Like I said, I have a noisy apartment, and there's always sounds happening. Dishwasher, laundry machine. Now I've got a water cooler in here. It's like electronic. I don't know, RO water in my house. Okay. I'm gonna check in with you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. And we push on. Eventually, it's going to be lives, man. Maybe I'll be live in every single day. I'll be live streaming on TikTok. Instead of me sitting here at 7:30 p.m. talking to nobody, talking to my wall, I'll be talking to y'all on TikTok live and then chopping it up on CapCut afterwards. Day 80-something, and I hope you're making plenty of music if you are an artist. If you're not an artist, I hope you're enjoying my process. Anyways, have a good night, guys. Take care.